Hello, so this is your first coding video. We're going to have a bunch of code along videos. Once you open the starter file, you need to connect to the Google Drive. And to connect, you just simply tap on your DOE email, and you're connected to the Google Drive. And it brings you back to the code. So what are we looking at over here? So on the left is called the definitions file, right? This is the area where you're going to define what the program is going to do. And on the right is the reactions file. That's where you're going to give commands, and the code is going to look at the data table and give you answers. Okay? First thing I want you to do is just hit run. And what's happening right now is on the left, with all your coding assignments, I'm going to put in the code that loads up the data table. So this code right here just loads up the data table. All right. So if you type in animals table, out comes the data table, just like this. All right. Anything with a the number sign is a comment, and I am going to expect you to put in comments. The first one I want you to do is you're going to put a line like this, a comment line like this, and just write a coding assignment number 1. And what we're going to do first is we're going to talk about the different data types in Pirate code. So the first data type is called a string. A string is nothing but just like phrases, words, that kind of thing. So anything that you put with parentheses becomes a string. So my pet, my favorite pet's name was Smitty. So notice how I wrote my pet. And how I like to use my variables, it's lowercase on the first word, no space in between, and then uppercase for all the other words that follow. So my pet equals Smitty with the parentheses. That's a string, right? My name is Pilisher. That's a string. Now, my feelings. I love dogs. Period. I think they are the best pets ever. Now notice how it's red until I put the closing parentheses. So that's strings, and when you're done with this, I want you to hit run again. And I want you to type in my pet, my name, my feelings, to see that it works. All right, and notice how the parentheses here, it works. Well, let's see what happens when I forget to put my parentheses. So let's think of another one. My favorite dog treat. Let's say I just write bones. And I hit run. You see it? What's nice about Pirate is it tells you exactly why something doesn't work. So it highlights bones, right? And then it gives you a message. It is used but not previously defined. Meaning that because we didn't put a parentheses around it, the program considers it a variable, and you haven't defined the variable, so you just have to put parentheses around it. All right. Now the next thing you have to do is we're going to do numbers. So numbers, my dog's age. Smitty was 13. That's how old he got. So I notice I don't put parentheses around, because if I put parentheses, it becomes a string. And numbers, we can represent numbers as string, but if we keep numbers as numbers, that means we can use operations on them. So I can take my dog's new puppy age, right? And I got Smitty when he was 10 years younger, so I'm minus 10. So, and I could take my dog's puppy age and I can divide it by 2, right? And call it like, you know, born. I don't know. I'm just making this part, I'm just making up the variables. But the point is when we have numbers, we can do all these things to it. With string, we can just kind of like store it and we can only present it. With numbers, we can actually play around with it. So let's see what happens when I hit run. Oh, operator. So for divide, it doesn't use that operator. So what I'm going to do is I'll just do subtract. Okay. My dog's age. Notice how you see that G was capitalized. Also, I just found out I could do. Yeah, you see, you put a parentheses around it, and let's see. Now I'm good to go. So for division, you just have to put a parentheses around your variable and you should be good to go. So let's see, my dog's age, 13, good. My dog's puppy age, 3, good. Born, 1.5. And so what's nice is numbers, when we start really analyzing the data, we can see that doing these kind of operations on big data sets can be very helpful, right? Imagine if we just program one line of code to find percentages. Wouldn't that be nice, rather than going through and having to calculate the percentages for all the dogs, for all the dogs in the shelter, for the age of dogs under the age of 6 weeks, So this is it would be a quicker way. All right, the last data type is Boolean, and Boolean is just true or false, right? So dogs are the best. Obviously, I'm going to write true. And so notice how I didn't have to put parentheses. You can just write true or false. Cats are mean, and I'm really sorry if you like cats, but I got scratched by a cat when I was younger. False. So I've never really liked cats. But so watch what happens when I hit run. And I type in dogs are the best. True. Cats are mean. False. Oh wait, I said cats are mean is false, so that means that cats are nice, so that's nice. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to create these variables yourself, but you're going to give, I want to hear about your pets. So, I want whatever your pet's name is, whatever your name is, your feelings about your pets, and what's your favorite treat. Now, if it's not for dogs, then change the variable name. But I want you to notice the structure, right? On the left, we write the variable, and on the right, we give it a value. If we forget to give it a value, what's nice about Pirate is it will remind us. It will tell us, hey, look at line 44. There's line 44. You may need to add or remove some text or fix your program. Look carefully before the highlighted text. Before. So you see how this has equals? Right? It's telling me to look at this equal sign, right? And and it's telling me that my dog's age, right, wasn't set to anything. And once I fix it, it goes away. If you have any issues with this, if you want some help, come during class time. I will be logged in today and tomorrow, because coding can be hard, and it's good to have a good start. We're just, for this unit, all we're working on is simple, setting a variable to either a string, a number, or a Boolean. Okay, I'll see you in class. Bye-bye.